Hello, my name is Shannon Poulsen, and I'm running for Provo School District, seat number 4. 4 years ago when I ran on the planks of student safety, increased student achievement, increased community involvement, and fiscal management practices. When I started serving on the board in 2003, 2 of the main items that we had to do right off the bat was hire a business administrator and a superintendent. This was compounded by the fact that many on the board already serving had only served for a limited time of 2 years. We were all relatively new, and so this worked in our advantage because we explored the finances of the district together, and what we found out was that Provo School District had some serious problems. There was a history of deficit spending. They had just taken out a $5 million non-voter debt. The double-digit inflation in employee health care and post-retirement benefits was a concern, as were the rapidly changing demographics and the population shift from east to west. We've also noted that the poor conditions of our buildings. Many of our elementary schools needed a great deal of repairs, our high schools, and so we were concerned about that. We also had many of our students housed in what we call portables, which had become permanents, and so that was a concern because they were also getting old and worn out, and we needed to know, shall we replace them or shall we bring the children into the main school building? All of this needs money to become successful, and we decided that before we took this information to the public that we wanted to do everything that we could to remediate or take care of the problems by cleaning our house, so to speak. So we adopted strong fiscal policies which guided the administration and employees in their best accounting practices. We cut ancillary programs whose funding streams had dried up. We used the aggressive bid process to bid our health care programs so that we could get the best services for our employees at the least amount of expense. We started an aggressive payoff of debt and refinanced voter-approved debt, saving taxpayers $1.5 million. The board sought public input on issues facing the district, and we did this by forming a master plan committee comprised of 60 members from throughout the community, someone from each of the elementary school sections, business administrators, school administrators, teachers, parents, PTA members, community council members, anybody that we could think of that would become a good base for this committee and have good background and business sense. And we gave them the information that we'd been looking at and asked them to help us find solutions to the problems. They came back with some suggestions, which the board narrowed down to 3 plans. And we took those plans out to the public in the form of open houses. We spoke to faculties of every school in the district. We talked to PTAs, community councils, gave them got the feedback from them through online surveys and open house surveys. And from that feedback, we heard that they wanted 5 things. They wanted us to maintain neighborhood elementary schools, develop long-term maintenance plans for our buildings, put more money into education programs, strengthen teacher compensation, and to demonstrate sound fiscal management. From those 3 plans, we narrowed it down to 1. We took that out to the public, also in the form of open houses, online surveys, PTA, more of the same. And then we chose 1 to take to the public. This was a process of 2 years. It was a thoughtful process. We researched and we studied everything we could to make sure that we were making the best decision. We then put it on the June ballot of this year, and it was passed. Both the bond and the leeway were passed with an overwhelming majority. That gives us confidence as a board that we have listened to the public and that we are doing their wishes. As far as my 4 planks, increased community involvement, I think we've addressed that with the Master Plan Committee. We still are using their work, and I want to thank them for their help and those who participate. Also, student safety, we've addressed that through we were replacing worn out buildings. Our seismic studies are underway, and our school buildings are being constructed. And we've increased student achievement in a number of ways. The thing I would like to just end with is, as a board member and a community member, I'm concerned about the tone that we set for our students. And I would really encourage everyone to remember to set a good example for the students in your life. Remember to go vote on November 7th. Thank you so much.